blessed day, you guys. And as you all know, it ain't Wednesday, but it's work. Give God some praise. Give God some praise. All right. Let's get into it. So I know I told you I was going to take some time, talk to God, which I talk to God every day, but I know I just want a little bit of alone time with him. And so I wasn't going to be posting for the next few weeks. But God was like, you still got a job to do. You still got to get the word out there. And when I told you need to fall back from some stuff, he was talking about frivolous conversation. He was talking about those death strolls I be doing where I'm watching pimple poppers for hours. People eat for hours. Just like wasting precious time when I could be talking to y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, that's still hard on me, but at least I know what the problem is now, right? So we can start working on that. But yeah, so I am back, and stuff like that matters, guys. I promise stuff like that matters. And so go easy on your anointed friends. Go easy on your friends that's really trying to follow God. And I know it's hard sometimes because, you know, sometimes you feel attacked and they ain't even doing it. And that be just your spirit, like, dang, I need to get myself together. It don't even be them. And some people might do attack you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not one of those people. Like, my longtime friend called me the other day and she was like, I'm just doing my rounds, you know, checking on you and everybody else, blase, squaze. And, you know, she was just like, you know, when I'm working on myself, you know, but I ain't got, and I was like, girl, let me tell you something. With me, it ain't never got to be a but. You working on yourself. That's what matters to God. That's what matters to me. You working on yourself. You ain't got to downplay that. Oh, I need to get this right. You working on it. That's the first step, baby. Just keep working on it. So yeah, but go easy on us. Like, y'all don't understand when you come from where you were, like not listening to rap music no more. You don't smoke. You don't drink. You don't do nothing. Like, you focus on God. It's hard for us to maintain. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all might think we be being a little extra, but I promise it is, because understand how important it is, how easy it is for the enemy be sitting there watching and try to step in. Me, who don't listen to any rap music or anything like that, I could come across a reel or come across a song or be in the car with somebody in the song play, and that song will be stuck in my head. And now I want to use profanity. Now I'm a little more quick to anger. You know, my attitude is different. You know what I'm saying? I know to some of y'all that may not mean nothing because y'all just haven't got on that walk yet. You know, you used to listening to your hype music when you leave the house. You used to wishing it would. You know what I'm saying? But when you start following God and you realize, like, dang, I can't really move like that, it's so easy for you to fall into that because the enemy is waiting for any second to get his claws back on you you know what I'm saying? So yep. So go easy on your anointed friends, guys, and know that we're not trying to be extra. We're trying to protect that anointing. We're trying to protect our growth. You know what I'm saying? We need grace, you know. And don't think because we love God that we're here to make you feel like you don't. No, we're not. You know what I'm saying? So show us some grace. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be watching you, waiting on something to happen. Like, ooh, some people can't wait till you go back just because want you to fail, and I shouldn't say fail, but want you to backslide just because it'll make them feel a little better, or they liked you better when you was backsliding. But let me tell you something: the enemy is a trickster. A lot of people that's going to hell got their blessings here on earth. Gotta tell you, they got their blessings here on earth. So sometimes the enemy likes to make earth look good. It's a lot of people who don't care. Hell ain't never been fun. It ain't no way you can even dress it up to be fun. There's nothing you ever heard that said it was fun. But the enemy likes to give you your riches here on earth, you know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, I worry about hell when I get there, baby. You don't want to worry about hell when you get there. That's like being pregnant, drinking, not taking your vitamins, not doing nothing. Be like, I worry about if the baby's sick when they get here. Do you really want a lifetime of going to the doctor and treating this grown child like an infant because they don't have the capacity to think for themselves because you didn't prepare them when you had the chance? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's get into this word. I don't want to keep y'all too much with all that other stuff because it's been a week, and a week is too long, and I have been talking to y'all about this Bible. All right, y'all. So chapter 13, Judges, part 1. Where did we leave off? We left off with Manoah and his wife, right? They had an angel visit them, specifically Manoah's wife first, and he told her, you are going to have a Nazarene, baby, a Nazarite. And what is a Nazarite? You know, that's a person who has dedicated their life to God. They don't cut their hair. They don't drink any intoxicants, eat any unclean meat. You know what I'm saying? They're like, from the moment they're born, hey, this is God's vessel, right? So after the angel tells this woman who was barren, mind you know what I'm saying? She was barren. Hey, you're going to have a baby. He's going to do wonderful things. Keep him clean. She ran to her husband because who else would you tell first besides your spouse? You know what I'm saying? The other part of you. Hey, we have a baby. He was like, I believe it when I see it. Take me to this man. So he come. He like, did you tell my wife such and such? The angel was like, absolutely. like I told your wife, because he was like, tell me exactly what she told her. Like I told your wife, she's going to bring up a child. He's going to be a child of God. You hear me? So sustain from alcohol, any drinks from the vine, baby. Remain, don't cut his hair, don't eat unclean meat. Manoah was still like, if you're really from God, let me do an offering for you. Let me thank you for this blessing you've given us. And the angel's like, absolutely not. Well, what's your name? Now you can't even know my name. All glory be to God. I don't want you going around telling people, such and such did this. I don't need you making no offerings to me. Y'all people love to get a glory to everybody but God. And I know I won't go there. Because God recently showed me how easy it is to be manipulated by Satan. So I'm not going to tear the Israelites down for so easily straying, because I know how the enemy is a trickster. But yeah, so they went ahead and they gave the offering to the Lord. And as soon as they struck fire on that rock, the angel disappeared. And so they knew, okay, he really came from God. You know what I'm saying? And so now we're going to start at 13:21. Chapter 13, verse 21. 13:21. The angel of the Lord never appeared again to Manoah and his wife. Manoah then realized it had been an angel of the Lord. See how much God got to go through, baby? The fact that he poofed in front of you. He told you this things. He told you that things. And because he never appeared again, then you realized you were searching for this angel. Maybe you was looking for him on the street. Y'all going to the market. You looking for this man. Y'all tell him, I don't know. He wouldn't tell me his name. Just disappeared. But you still got a little doubt. And I understand how that is, guys. You know what I'm saying? You ever prayed for something for God? And we all have done this. I know we all have done this. And God gonna give it to you, but you still kind of uncertain. You still asking for it instead of walking and believing it for him. You know what I'm saying? Every night you're on your knees, God, please give me this. God, please give me this. God, please give me this. Instead of believing for it and starting to walk into it. You know what I'm saying? You prayed for it. Okay, thank you, God. And now you walk, let me prepare myself for it. Instead of saying, dang, I hope God come through. You be like, oh, I'm just waiting on God to come through. I know God gonna come through. God, I'm waiting on it. So 13:22. And Manoah said to his wife, we shall surely die, for we have seen a divine being. Y'all, I saw divine greatness. I'm gonna die. Remember what the Bible say? Anybody who see his face will surely die. He don't know what it is. He just know, oh Lord, I just see the divine being. I'm gonna die. You're not gonna die. His wife being the voice of reason, of course. But his wife said to him, had the Lord meant to take our lives, he wouldn't have accepted a burnt offering and meal offering from us, nor let us see all the things, and he wouldn't have made such an announcement to us. How you doing? Should I calm down, man? If the Lord wanted to take our life, you think he would have told me I'm gonna get pregnant and have a baby? You're doing too much. You're doing too much. I told you though. You believe me? I told you. Look at you. You believe now, don't you? 13:24. The woman bore a son, and she named him Samson. Remember, I was telling y'all to drop the comments so y'all think this baby was gonna be based off the context clues. But y'all don't like to indulge in the word. I don't know. I guess y'all too cool for the word. But yes, Samson. And I know a lot of y'all are familiar with Samson. He's the one who was married about 3 times, but Delilah was the one that tried to bring him to his knees, and he still did what God sent him out to do. You know what I'm saying? Which was bring freedom to the Israelites. And we'll get into that in the next chapter. The boy grew up, and the Lord blessed him. The Spirit of the Lord first moved him in the encampment of Dan, between Zorah and Eshtaol. Y'all already know. I'm going to try them names. And that's the end of chapter 13. That was the end of 13, guys. It was a very short chapter. We are going to get into 14, but not right now because I worked overnight. I worked for the last 6 days, doing doubles and everything. But I'm tired, but like the Lord said, you got work to do. So I had to make sure I got this out, especially since my day's been running together. I didn't even know Wednesday was yesterday. This was supposed to be done yesterday, guys. But back at it, you know what I'm saying? The enemy be busy, but the Lord be protecting me. So he don't let me wallow in nothing. He be like, you got work to do. You got work to do. Oh, you thought you was gonna be able to sit and whine? You already know I got you handled. You got work to do. But yeah, we're gonna get into chapter 14 probably a little bit later. I'll post it after I've woken up and everything. Gotta get some rest because I do work tonight too. But yeah, and a lot of people like to say, oh, Samson let a woman bring him down. Gotta be careful about it. Let me tell you something. Samson wasn't no simp. That's all I'm gonna say, baby. Samson wasn't no simp. When we get in this text, you're gonna see he wasn't no simp. I remember his first wife was like, I'm gonna be your wife, but you won't even tell me what the riddle is, because basically, you know, he gonna set up a riddle after they about to get married and tell her hometown, basically, hey, if y'all don't get this right by such amount of days, y'all owe me this and this amount of stuff. I don't want to get too far into chapter, because anyways. And you know, so they threatened her behind his back, like, we're gonna burn your whole family house down, we're gonna kill you, you know what I'm saying, if you don't. And so she begged him for it or whatever, and he was like, man, I ain't even tell my mom and my daddy what I look like telling you, you know what I'm saying, you wait like the rest of them. She studied negative, he don't care about none of that, you know what I'm saying. Like, I promise, he ain't the simp that people make him out to be. I'm telling you. Now he love the ladies now. But a lot of that God actually put him on too. Like, God to tell you it had to be this way. He turned his heart towards these things because he had to get him in a position to, like, want to go out and pursue these things. You know, sometimes God got to make it personal for us. Sometimes God got a blessing for us, and we gonna skip past the blessing. We ain't gonna move how we supposed to move because it ain't personal enough for us. Oh, well, it happened to such and such in my family. Yeah, they should have caught them, but you ain't moved right away. So let me make it happen to you so you can get stepping. You know what I'm saying? So God had to make some things personal for Simpson to get up in there. But I promise you, Simpson wasn't no simp. And we gonna get into it later, y'all.